Hi, my name is Rachel. Welcome to my channel, Learning with Boys. Today I want to give you a look inside a geography curriculum. Hi, welcome. If you're new here, I am a homeschool mom of 4 boys, been homeschooling for 14 years. Today I just want to turn the camera around and give you a look inside of a geography curriculum that we have used in the past and plan on using with my 5th grader and may even stretch it out into 6th grade. It is from Memoria Press, and I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to look inside. If you like these type of videos of look inside curriculums or curriculum reviews, subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I am hoping to do some more like this in the next few weeks over the summer. So I appreciate you all watching. Hi, welcome. Today I want to give you a sort of like a review, but also I want to look inside these 2 geography books from Memoria Press. We have book 1 and we have book 2. There is also a book 3, but that is more of a world geography, and that is for 7th through 12th grade. This book 1 is for 4th through 6th grade, and book 2, I know it started at 5th grade. I want to say it's through 7th or 8th grade. Now, we have used book 1 a couple of times, but we have not officially used book 2. So my goal this year is to get through book 1 and 2, but I am not in a hurry. It'll be okay if we don't. They do suggest 2 to 3 lessons a week, which I do agree with after using this a couple of times in the past. We have never used it like every day. So definitely, 2 to 3 times a week is all that's necessary, and I will show you why, especially for a 4th, 5th grader and an intro to geography. We have a student workbook. We have a student text for both, and I will show you a little look at both of them. I do want to mention this is a little bit of an older copy. I think they have updated it, but I'm going to go ahead and use this because I have it, and I don't know if it's just the cover. I'm sure there has been some changes in the world since this. I want to say this is 2011 is what I remember seeing. Yeah, first edition. So this would be first edition. I want to mention that. Okay, let's look inside. Okay, here we have book 1. I think I'm going to show you the student text first because I feel like this is one of the reasons I found this curriculum and chose it, was because my son, who is my oldest, who is actually almost 20 this year, said, "Mom, I want a curriculum that tells me not just where the countries are," because he enjoyed geography, but also how they became countries. And that led me to this. We have this geography from Memoria Press, book 1, the Middle East, North Africa, and Europe. And this is the student text. They will read from this to find out that information. And he was in 6th grade when he used this first. I think my other 2 were between 5th and 7th grade when they used this. I can't remember the exact ages, but I do remember my oldest was in 6th, and he really enjoyed it. There will be 3 sections in this book. You have the Middle East, North Africa, and Europe, and there's quite a bit with Europe, and I think that's divided into different sections in the student book. You'll have an introduction. What does a hemisphere mean? What is a country, a capital city, resources, and climates? It'll talk about those things, so it's just wanting to make sure you understand what those are. And then it starts out, just gives you an overview of the first section, which is the Middle East, where it's at on the map, the different countries, the story of the land of the story, and some fun facts. Then you'll get into your first country, which is Israel. You'll have history headlines, and it also will tell you where they are today, sort of what's going on in that country, some fast facts about capital city, major cities, language, population, landforms, bodies of water, climate, resources, Dead Sea, and flag, which they always have a picture of. So there's Jordan, Syria, skipping a few. There's quite a bit, Iran, and it'll give you the same idea for each area. Then it gets into Europe, which will be a little bit longer of a section. Story of the land, land of the story. And then it actually talks about the Mediterranean, Central, the British Isles, Scandinavia, Eastern Europe. And that's sort of how they're going to be separated and how you will go through with them. So, okay, well this is sort of what this book is about, with all the facts of how it became a country. There's some stuff in the back with the flags also. Okay, here is the student workbook, and it'll have the same, but then it starts out, it actually wants you to look at the map below and identify each country. Now, you can have your child memorize it and be ready, or you can just let them open that book to this and just copy it down. Which, that is how I did it. I just wanted them to read and be really familiar with where the different countries are. Then we start out with Israel, and then they have country, ancient, name, fun facts, which you read about right here, which is sort of your fast facts. Copy the names of the country and its capital below. Pay close attention to correct spelling. Okay, so it wants you to label the map to the right using the terms from the word bank. So here's the word bank. Now, if you look at this picture, it's going to give you all the answers. They will do this pretty much each time. Most of the countries, that they will be labeling. So that just gives you an idea. And then at the end of each section, there is a review. And you might want them to see, well, let's see how much you can do. And maybe just give them your own word bank. And you can even color it. You know, it depends on, what your student likes to do. Okay, here's another review. So this is the review. On the map below, label and color each of the countries you have studied. And then this would be more of the probably the test, which it would be turned this way. So that is what the inside of this one looks like. And then it would be the same for North Africa. You would start out with the main page and so on. But they sort of have to guide themselves. They have to do the reading. That was part of it. He enjoyed the reading. So it's not hard reading, I will tell you that. It's just something they can do for geography. Okay, let's look at the other book. I'm sure it's very similar, but give you more of an idea what countries are in here. Let's do the workbook because, I'm sorry, the student text, because that's what they're going to be reading out of. Let's see. Okay. In this book, the second one, you have the sub-Saharan African areas. You have Asia, Oceania, North America, Central America, the Caribbean, and South America. Okay, now this has an introduction, but it's more about the people and topography, major cities, major climates, and then here's some topography terms. So that's helpful. And the thing with this curriculum, with any curriculum, it is a curriculum and you can do how you want with it. So the first section would be this part of Africa. Gives you an overall of what it is about. And then you start out with, this is the Horn of Africa, which would include a couple countries. This is probably why it's for a little bit older, because they will be doing, looks like a couple at a time.
This is African Great Lakes. Some reading about all of that. Here's the next section. So, I mean, you might even want to slow it down depending on the age and how much interest or how much study you want to do about the different areas. And then this would be the workbook. Looks like maybe one of my boys did start this. So, and I didn't even realize that. Countries, and it's just filling it in. I think this is a great age to just really familiarize yourself with the world and geography. And because of the student text, they'll not just be studying the area, they'll learn a little bit about it. And that, I think, is helpful. I think it'll give them more memory of what went on there and what happens there, and it may be interested in learning a little bit more. I wanted to share this with you if you're looking for something that would be a little bit more detailed than just studying a map and learning where the countries are, but not having to be a full curriculum. Just 2 to 3 days a week. You could use a totally different history curriculum. I don't think this would be suffice for a full history curriculum, but definitely if you wanted to add geography into your curriculum that you're already using, which this is how we're going to use it. We're going to add in to the curriculum we're already using. We're going to add some of these in a few days a week. So if you have any questions about this, I will link Memoria Press down below, and I'll also link another geography video I did for all ages, but I wanted to share a little look inside these books with you.
All right, I appreciate you all watching. If you all have any questions, please comment below. Share any other geography curriculums that might be your favorite. We would love to hear from you all. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful week.